Team USA's 2026 FIFA World Cup run continues Monday night as they take on Belgium in the round of 16.
And according to Fox Sports, last week's win against Bosnia-Herzegovina broke a record as the most-watched soccer telecast in the English language history with more than 24 million viewers. As mentioned, Bloomberg Business of Sports reporter Randall Williams is here with us on set in New York. Let's talk about the game we're looking forward to, U.S. versus Belgium. What are the odds looking like for the U.S. going into that game?
Well, obviously, big loss with Flo Balogun, who had a red card, which I think was a bit harsh for just
People
based on the rules.
People are not happy about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on the fact that it's unnecessary contact, but it was incidental. And I think that the policy is really the problem here, but the rules were followed. And so at that point, he has to miss this match. But Team USA is in good shape. They should be competitive, and it's possible that they could come out with a win. It's not like they lose flow and now it's over.
Where do you stand on the VAR thing? This has been a roiling debate within the Gura household. I was trying. I mean, like, it is wild. It's happening after every goal, but I mean, it's adding a level of kind of post-scrutiny that you haven't had in the past.
It's one of those things where, like, you can have all the excitement in the world, and then you go to VAR and it crushes things.
Yes.
There was a match with Portugal and Croatia where Croatia basically got a buzzer-beating goal at the end of the match, and then they go to VAR, and the guy, I mean, it doesn't even look like the ball grazed his head, but they ruled that it grazed his head, and now the game is over.
The craziest thing about that was, like, there's a sensor in the ball that can tell them, like, unequivocally whether or not it was touched, and that was the thing that was the determining factor.
And offsides calls, like, I do think that offside should be a rule, but sometimes when it's just a toe ahead, I'm like, guys, just don't go look at it.
Let it slide.
Offsides, I don't know if you guys ever watched Ted Lasso, but offsides is one of those rules that's so amorphous. It's like a whole running plot thing, and that, like, I will never understand that rule. I've just given up. I just go with what if it's offsides, okay, it's not offsides. I give up. I give up. All right, what does the prize look like for the World Cup winners this year? What are we talking about? What do they get? And we were talking before in the commercial, even if they don't win, some people are getting other prizes from just having participated or been kind of like a breakout star.
Sure. So the prize pool, I believe, is up to like $900 million. Wow. And so with that in mind, it's broken down by country. And so the people who just qualified for it, you get a small amount. The people who are winning the tournament, the champions, get the largest amount. And then it's split amongst, I believe, the players. And you know, for some of those players, if it's a smaller nation, that can be life-changing money. We're talking about millions of dollars, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. But for the larger players, Messi, Ronaldo, this is just a nice bonus.
How does FIFA look at kind of like these Cinderella stories, these underdog stories? We were talking about Cape Verde a moment ago.
Sure.
Now it seems like we're getting closer and closer to a finals where, like, a lot of the traditional teams that have been done well in the World Cup in the past are there. A good thing for them? Do they like a Cinderella story?
Absolutely. I mean, I think when you expand the tournament to 48 teams, you're going to have more Cinderellas. But the Cinderellas, the stories end in the round of 32, a good portion of them. We did not see any huge upsets in this round. Of course, Cape Verde came very, very close. But as the tournament goes on, the Titans come out. And when the Titans come out, that's really what everybody wants to see. I can tell you, if Argentina would have lost to Cape Verde, it would have, A, been the most shocking upset in World Cup history, and B, there would have been a lot of people, probably at Fox, who would have been upset that Lionel Messi is not going to be playing in the round of 16, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then, of course, the final. So Fox is probably very happy that Argentina is going to continue, but it's one of those things where FIFA absolutely benefits from having smaller nations because these Cinderella stories mean a lot to people in the nations that they come from.
But in the final rounds, they're probably pretty happy that most of the big stars are there.
In some way. I think a good upset always galvanizes people. But if you had to ask, of course, people want to watch Mbappe, they want to watch Ronaldo, they want to watch Messi, and so many more continue and advance their careers. So I'm one of those people too. I would hate to see someone, and then the narrative games take over, where, you know, if Messi goes out in the round of 32, you're going to be like, oh, look, Ronaldo fans are going to be like, look, Messi lost. And if Ronaldo goes, so it's one of those things where it's fun, but of course, everybody wants to see the stars on the biggest stage.
You are more fortunate than the two of us. You've been to a number of these games. And I know in the run-up to the World Cup, there was a lot of concern that because of the dynamic ticket pricing, which a lot of people have decried, maybe there would be empty seats in the arena. Like, who's going to be able to pay for these? Are they going to be able to sell all these seats out?
Sure.
What's it been like in the stadium, watching these games unfold? How much excitement is there? And in fact, are there any empty seats at the middle?
The only seats that I have seen that are empty are sometimes suites, which is fascinating. The fact that
interesting.
But I'm talking like the entire stadium is full, and then there will be 10, 12 suites that are empty. Outside of that, you're talking about 80,000 people in MetLife Stadium, in Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. So FIFA's doing just fine. They've already broken their attendance record. This is the most attended World Cup. They have many matches left. I'm sure when it's all said and done, I believe there was a match that I was at where they said 5 million people had gone to World Cup matches. When it's all said and done, I think that number is probably going to be 6.5 million people that have attended, and that's a huge success.
If you've got a suite, maybe you don't want to ride New Jersey Transit. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know.
We're happy to do it. If you want to donate our suite, we'll report on it. All right. Who is your favorite to win at this point?
I mean, you have to go France. You have to go I mean, they have just been blasting teams. Yesterday's match with Paraguay, I think Paraguay was just playing physical, trying to survive.
Physical is one word for it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
will say.
Exactly.
That's a dirty
but
game.
They have so many stars, and I think it's really a thing of them. Like, if they play to their top form, then they're going to win it all. But there are several contenders that have beat them. Spain beat them in the Euros years ago. Argentina beat them in the Final Four years ago. And so I think that they can be beaten, but at their highest form, France is one of the greatest teams of all time that I've seen. And they have a striker in Kylian Mbappé, who's second all-time in World Cup goals, and he's my age. And, you know, Messi is I believe he's 38, and he's the all-time. So when it's all said and done, Kylian Mbappé is going to have 35 goals or something in the World Cup.
French soccer team also has a very good handbag game. They've got some very nice designer French bags those gentlemen carry around.
Pass that
Get
along
on it.
to the
They're
team.
very good. I'm sorry, David, you had an actual question.
No, let's just linger. Lastly, we were saying a moment ago, like living in New York, you see kind of fans come out of the woodwork, ton of Brazil fans, and that's been like really fun thing to see. How has this played out in the economy locally? Sort of, I mean, yes, there are folks who are paying up and going to the stadium, but it really has been kind of a boon for people in New York, bars and restaurants in New York.
I mean,
as well.
if you think about this conversation months ago, the concern was around if ICE would be at some of these matches, if they would be.
If anybody was going to come.
Right, if people were scared. It has not been like that at all. I have not seen that many stories of police presence, of federal presence around stadiums. At the watch parties, people are having a ball. I went to the Timeout Market where the Portugal House is at, and they celebrate like they're there and so, at the stadium. And so with that in mind, FIFA considers this a tremendous success. I think the U.S. considers this a tremendous success. And of course, our neighboring countries, Mexico and Canada, do as well, just because the amount of tourism that they're bringing, and that tourism is evidently going to mean hundreds of millions of dollars in economic impact. People are coming here and having a good time. They're trying the food. People are TikToking about it and saying, I love New York pizza, and so many other things. So it's been a huge success, and I would not be surprised if the World Cup is back here in the next 15 years.
It's been a little lovely, you know, 4th of July.
People going to Buc-ee's.
That has been a big thing.
Everyone should go to Buc-ee's. How's it I haven't seen the Buc-ee's tweets?
People are going to Buc-ee's and they're like, what is this magnificent place? And they're having a good time.
The European mind truly cannot comprehend a Buc-ee's, I think.